Good morning and welcome to day 60 on AT. My name is Mosey and this is Rissaroams. Last night I stayed at the Long Neck Lair. It's a pretty nice place. Got to feed the alpacas you saw in the last video, so that was really fun. I like the way they have the bunk set up. You have your own personal fan, your own light, your own outlet. You also have a privacy curtain, but mine kept falling down last night, so I didn't have a privacy curtain. I will say, like, this isn't the best option. If you want to resupply, you will have to pay to get a shuttle into town. I was lucky enough, Michael was bringing me new shoes to try, and so we went into Marion for dinner and went to Walmart, so I got to resupply, so that was good. I'll tell you about the shoes in a minute. Right now I am sitting here with a view of the farm, eating my leftover pizza from the partnership shelter for breakfast. I had planned on going to a clinic yesterday to get the bites checked out. That didn't happen. I got into town at like 5 o'clock and it just logistically wasn't gonna work. Cindy here at the Long Neck Lair though gave me some calamine lotion, so been putting that on last night and this morning. Hopefully that'll help. And then bought more cortisone cream because we're going through it. I had thought about zeroing because I didn't get a lot of work done yesterday, but I really don't want to zero, and so I decided I'm just going to push 10 miles to the Quarterway Inn, which I wanted to stay at anyway. I met the lady that runs it when I was at AT kickoff, so I'm just going to tent there, I think, if that's, I assume that they'll have room for me if I just am tenting, but I'm going to go there and try and get some work done for the YouTubes. Yeah, so that's the plan, just 10 miles to the Quarterway Inn. We'll hit the Quarterway mark today, which is really exciting. Yeah, so here we go. Kitty wants the pizza. Cannot have it. No, sir. All right, saying goodbye to these gals. It was a lovely stay at the alpaca farm. I love alpacas. I was happy to get this time with them. We are now walking back to trail. It is almost 10 in the morning. I knew I was gonna get a late start today. I wanted to get a couple of videos edited so that when I got to the Quarterway Inn tonight, I hope to tent there, I could get some stuff uploaded. Yeah, so we're getting going. Only 10 miles today, riding solo, but we'll meet people at the Quarterway. So that's exciting. Heading down the driveway now, do a little bit of a road walk to get back to trail, but here we go. I have to say, today is a beautiful day. It's like 62, 63 degrees, sunny with a breeze. Ooh, hope it stays like this. I also want to talk about my new shoes for a minute. So I had the normals and I did like those, but I still felt like they were a little snug on that widest part of my foot. So wanted to give something else a try. I told Michael to hold on to those in case I decide I want to go back if these don't work. But these are the North Face Alta Mesa 300. Chicken Little got the Alta Mesa 500s at Trail Days, and I went with these instead. One, it has the wider toe box. It says they're designed to give your big toes and pinky toes more room, which we all know is what I need. But these have a shorter stack height than the 500, and they have a rock plate. So I'm hoping that they work out. So far, they're really comfy, but we'll see. Not a huge fan of the purple, but it's what they had, so we're gonna make it work. update on the shoes. I've gone about a mile, and sides of my feet already are being squished and hurt. I was hopeful. They felt pretty good at first, pretty cushy. The tongue was a little stiff, kind of hurt the top of my foot, but I was gonna, try and continue. I mean, I am continuing. I don't really have an option. These are the shoes that I have right now. But no, they are squeezing my feet. The normals were definitely better, I think. Gonna see if I can get those back sometime very, very soon. Cause yeah, it's been a mile and my feet hurt. No bueno. I am glad I planned a short day. I do not want to hike in these shoes. This is worse than the Solomons, I think. My feet are being crushed. It's been 2 miles and I don't want to hike anymore. Luckily, if Michael ever gets service, maybe he will get my texts. He camped out near the Grayson Highlands. He's doing a run there today. Maybe he can meet me this evening and switch back to the normals, because I hate these shoes. Oh my gosh. So something that is on my mind today is this community and how there are so many people who want to bless hikers. And some people are confused by that, and I get it. I kind of like, why do people go so out of the way to help us? Like, for the most part, I think a lot of people out here are dealing with things, but we're also mostly fortunate enough that we can afford to do this. So when we were at Trail Days, Chicken Little asked, like, why are there so many churches like doing stuff for hikers? Like, there's so much needier populations out there. And they're right, there are. And there are churches that are helping needier populations too. But I've also talked with people out here who have been hurt, whether that's by society, just in life, or even the church. A lot of people out here are searching for something, and I see how the church might understand that and want to bless people that are in this, point of transition maybe. But one person I talked to in particular was saying, like, they grew up, around church, but kind of became just dejected with the whole thing. They just felt like churches were trying to line their own pockets, and seeing the way that, Christians and church members are coming out and, helping us, that has kind of restored some faith and some hope in people. And I think that's why the church does it. There are lots of needy populations, but it's not just the needy that need Christ. It's anyone who doesn't know him. And I think there's a lot of people out here that, whether they knew him at one point or not, aren't following him. And I think it's pretty cool that people are getting to experience Christ out here too. That's all I gotta say. Guys, I'm a quarter of the way there. Oh my gosh. I don't have words. So happy. I can't believe it. A quarter of the way. We're doing it. So these shoes were very short-lived. 10 miles. At least they didn't get dirty yet. Oh, let's not speak too soon. Michael will be coming by the quarterway in this evening when he finishes his run in the Grayson Highlands to take these shoes off my hands and give me back the normals. We're sticking with them. There weren't any real issues with them. They just weren't perfect, and I was torn between there is no such thing as a perfect shoe and this shoe isn't perfect. And I think we're sticking with them. Every now and then the sides of my feet hurt with them, but it was never consistent. It was never more than I could manage, and every other shoe I've tried is more than I can manage. So we're going back, and I gotta say, I'm happy with that. I was hoping these would be a winner. I was looking forward to the rock plate, but I have to say, I can't really tell that it makes much of a difference. So it is what it is. So all day I've kind of been leapfrogging with a guy who looked pretty familiar. And he just passed me, and I was like, are you the dude I met who thought he had Giardia? And he's like, oh my gosh, yes, I should have recognized you. And I was like, no, it's good. And he's like, no, I must have been really out of it. I had no idea. And so he's doing a lot better. He doesn't think it was Giardia because it wasn't quite bad enough, he thinks, for it to have been Giardia. And then because I also accidentally drank unfiltered water from the same water source he did, he checked in with me and asked if I ended up being okay, and I was. So good news all around. Right, almost to the road, which means almost to the quarter way in. Hopefully get a good tent site, chill there for the rest of the day. So I am here at the Quarterway Inn. This place is beautiful. So I walked up, and Tina actually recognized me because we met at AT Kickoff. Just got in, got a shower. I'm about to go set up my tent. But this is a very nice place. Drinking coffee at the moment. She told me that she has a rule right now that no one can go to bed before dark because she wants everyone to sit on the porch and enjoy the fireflies because they're really popping right now. And I love that so much. I love how she has the loaner clothes organized, because that is always one of the most stressful parts of being at a hostel. Currently sitting in a hammock chair, drinking my coffee. This is where you can find me all day today. I feel like this may be my favorite hostel. Got here sometime between 3 and 3:30, took a shower, and I've just been sitting in this hammock chair, drinking coffee and relaxing and editing some videos, but mostly relaxing. And yeah, I'm loving it. This is beautiful. I could get vortexed here. I won't, but I could. I did my absolute best to capture this, but it just can't be shown on camera. Sat on the front porch at the Quarterway Inn and watched the lightning bugs, and it was so wild the way they were in the trees and they lit it up, and it just looked like twinkle lights in a Christmas tree. But you can't see that. So I'm gonna insert a clip and you can see some fireflies like in the field, but it just does not capture like how magical that was. But just know it was beautiful, and I recommend going to the Quarterway Inn and just sitting on the front porch and watching fireflies at night, even if you're not hiking.